There we are, back on with the Schumacher build. So I've just pulled these apart, and they're actually in really good condition. Even the bearings are in good condition. So I think a bit of a light oil or some grease will be fine. But I think we're going to need to get the proper, I believe, some sort of ceramic grease that goes on these. It's a while since I've had out to do with ball biffs, I must admit. But I'm going to look into that. At this moment in time, we are just soaking the bottom chassis in some light 50-50 mixed thins and water to try and soak that away. So I don't want to damage the chassis in any way. Whether it will or not, I don't know, but I don't want to take that risk. There is something there quite hard. But yeah, I'm not sure that might be super glue or some sort of hard glue someone's used this time, but it is starting to bubble in the middle there, so it is working. Might have to give this a little bit more time to soak, and it should come off. Hopefully this will all just disappear because it's obviously that old. Hopefully we are getting some progress done again on the Cat 2000. Yeah, on to the next thing. Well, that's taken a hell of a lot longer than I expected it to. Took a lot of elbow grease, but we've got it clean. So a little water and thinness trick did work, and then we've soaked it and neutralised it. Got it back how it should be. There are the odd marks on it, and underneath I'm not expecting it to look perfect, but considering what it did look like, that'll be fine once it's got a bottom cover on it. There's no manky like glue, super glue, bloody soft glue or whatever it is that comes out a little heat gun. There's no tape going up and around, which was completely overboard in my opinion, but anyway, there it is. Hopefully the rest of it will come out the same. Right, let's get all this clean, stripped, and hopefully let's start getting it back in one piece. Here we are. I know it's been a while, I know. But I've had a few issues. Personally, I lost the first set of bearings. I'd ordered the replacement ones. And now, I've done it again. You'll notice, there's no belt. I've lost the back belt for the third time in a row while doing this. I have no words. So yes, that is partly, no, it's mainly the reason why it's taken so long. But anyway, I'll get the last few bits on, and then I'll be onto the body. Alright, there we are, look. Apart from obviously the missing belt at the back, she is back in one piece and looking very clean. Now there are some of the odd marks, so you've just seen from the previous videos, but considering what this looked like and the amount of effort it took to get that old glue stuff, whatever it was used on it, it looked like some sort of resin that had the under tray on. It's looking decidedly very well. So I'm now just deciding on what to do exactly with the battery. So I want to go with the cells, try and keep it not so much original, but running the way it was. Brush motor, brush DSC. The radio will be obviously a modern setup. I'm not going with retro. I'm not planning on doing any retro racing or anything like that. And I know a few people have mentioned that these springs are more for show rather than actual tuning. or being useful. Again, I'm not planning on racing it, I just want to build it, use it every now and again, good weather. And it should be, I think, another retro piece of kit to have a play with. So it's had bearings, it's had no plastic parts replaced because they didn't need any. Shocks have been rebuilt because what came out of them was, it looked like snot. That was the best way to describe it. It looked like snot. Absolutely disgusting. Diffs have been rebuilt with some new, not new bearings, no balls, sorry, but it has had some proper ball diff grease stuff it needed, which is not something I'm very familiar with, but apparently that's what it needed, so that's what it's got. It's got this weird, like, I don't know if anyone can tell me exactly what it's meant to be called. It's almost like not a one-way bearing, but as it's moving forward, it does allow the front end, a bit like a one-way front bearing like the Top Forces have, to be free floating. It's a bit of a weird one, but anyway, that's all been done as well, naturally, because of how it has to go back together. But yeah, that's it. So the next bit will be doing the body. There we are. There's the body. The tray is on, trimmed. It's obviously drilled and screwed at the front, at the back, like the original one was. I know everyone's just like, well, you haven't painted it and you've stuck it on. Well, I'm not a massive fan of painting these on the trays because I find the paint comes off with the tape or whatever it is you've got onto there, and it ends up looking crappy anyway, so I tend to just leave mine clear anyway, so I am doing on this one. But yes, the body is done. I've just got to make a decision now on the spoiler. So I've finally made a decision on the spoiler. Now, it isn't what's supposed to be on it, but because I obviously want to go something a little more aggressive, I am going to use the end plates that come off. The spoiler should technically be on it, just so it's got that extra hint of what should be there on the back. But I do think it looks a lot better personally. I'll leave that out of the way, just been messing about with O-rings. Than the stock one. The stock one is very small. I think that's going to look, I mean, it might even look alright with the spoiler like that, but I do want to just give a little bit of a nod to the original body. And we'll see how we go. And there we have it. All done now. I did say I was going to use these on the end, but part of me wants to, but the other part of me realised I really want to keep the clear spoiler, and you would actually see, regardless of the sticker being there, you would actually see, you know, some sort of form of double-sided tape or whatever. Even if I got clear, you'd still see it, and I think it'd bug me. But I'm quite liking it actually, I really do. So that is it on this one. The electrics and that side of it, and the first run will be a separate video. I've got some touching up to do around the windows, and I want to darken them off with some smoke, a little bit, just a gentle smoke on the inside. A couple of touching up bits around the edge where the edges, I'm not really cut it very well by the looks of it. But the next video, this will be a running one and me fitting electrics on it. So as you can see, I'm just using Velcro on the sides, no body pins. That's one thing I didn't want to have with any body pins on it. The motor I'm going to keep, we're going to use that. I've bench tested it, everything is doing as it's told. Obviously I've still got a belt coming for the back, which again, it's just, I just needed to get it built because it was bugging me that I wasn't. Tested the cells are all taking a charge, holding a charge, so I can utilise these for now. The servo, yes, I could keep it, old school ACOMS thing, but it's noisy, slow as hell, and it probably won't be good enough in my opinion, even for a little blast around, which is all I plan to do with it. So the next one will be new servo, these soldered up into packs properly, an ESC. Now if anyone's got any ideas or comes across anything like an old school Novak LRP or something like that, knows how I can get one, because I'm struggling to find one anywhere at the moment, and it would be nice to get something period for it. Or failing that, I'm going to have to go with some sort of modern hobby wing brush ESC. But yeah, that is where we're at with it. on that note, thanks for watching, and I'll leave you with a few static shots.